Good evening. So, Robot, we've just watched episode 4 of Robot, and it was a marked improvement on episode 3, I have to say, although the model effects were pretty poor. And I'm not one to normally say this, but I felt they did bring it down somewhat. Sarah up on a rooftop, why they didn't mock up a chimney for her to hold on to before they CSO'd everything else and whatnot. And there's just seems to be so many things to say, and let's new companion. I'm chuffed about new companion. This new chap, I like this new chap. He seems nice. I suspect that I can get along with him quite nicely. The Doctor seems a little anti-unit, unit ambivalent. He's not particularly fussed by unit. And I feel a bit for the Brigadier, actually, in that last scene. Because it's the end of an era, especially for the Brigadier, isn't it? I mean, as much as it's all the sort of like, oh, it's all happening again, it's clear that the Fourth Doctor is a very different proposition to the Third Doctor. Sarah Jane Smith, Elizabeth Sladen's the MVP of this crew still. But, so Baker... The bit that really brought it home to me, just what a sea change this was, is when he sat in the Kettlewell's lab making the virus, and he sat there in this dreadful cardigan, looking like the perennial student, and it just looks so different to anything with Pertwee. I really liked Pertwee's sharp dress, but Baker has a sense of style. So I should say the Fourth Doctor's sense of style is just so radically different that just having him on screen just makes things seem very, very peculiar indeed. And that line at the end, what's the point of being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes? Surely. I mean, Pertwee's Doctor would say it, but it's pretty clear that that's a credo that the Fourth Doctor's going to live by. And the nonsense of it and the exuberance of it and the joy of it and the fact that, as I believe I've made reference to, you can't help but feel that Baker throws himself at these scripts and just is prepared to mine them for whatever he can bring to them. He's like his maximum value here. He's going to pour everything into these lines, into these moments, just any interesting thing he can do. And that's not like Pertwee. Pertwee would get the script, read the lines, invest it with whatever he felt the scene needed, and that's a different approach to acting, a different approach to playing the Doctor, and fair play. But my goodness, I watched this 4 episodes of Baker, and it's dazzling just how much of... I've always said that I've spent 30 years pretending to be the Doctor. I'm not saying I'd run around and save the world or anything silly like that, but just that sense of doing the right thing and talking more than is necessary quite a lot of the time. But just Baker, just this constant stream of patter and nonsense. And I do that when I'm at work. And like I sometimes challenge myself to talk for as long as possible. And have these kids looking at me going, what? So the fact that I've subconsciously been doing that for the last goodness how many years, and you see Baker on screen, it's just like, no wonder an impressionable 10-year-old saw this guy and went, oh my gosh, that's just what I want to be like. So yeah, I'm stunned that the Doctor's made this massive change, and it's a reaction to what he was, clearly. But being catapulted across the universe now, not being tied down, whether by choice or not by choice, it's clear that this guy's off now. He's gone. And taking Harry's a nice nod to what was, but Brave New World and all that. Sorry, notice just come on my phone. Anyway, there we go.